Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or messages. Come in! Come on! I've got intel. Recon is afoot. I'm gonna give it a quick a hot minute for the big cat to assemble, because I've got some things I need to speak on, darling dears. The planetary energies are as we kick our way into this glorious day gifted to us by the Most High, Father God, Mother Isis. The Sun in Scorpio is in opposition to Uranus in Taurus. Baby! Be prepared for unexpected events which can shake you up, shake up your world, and leave you a little rattled. Baby, I told you I don't like rattled. Because I've got the jazz hands and the slitty eyes and the plotting mind. I told you. You may still need to process how you truly wish to proceed with regard to your comfort zone and boundaries, blood. The moon, the skullduggerous moon, has entered Gemini. Gemini who's ruled by Mercury. Well, guess what? You're going to have to lead with a rational mind. Your communication must be off the chain, blood. This is not the time for communicative dance, darling dears. You must use your words. And your memory will be like an elephant. Just like that elephant in India that murked that lady twice. Traumatized her whole family. Then went and kicked down her house when it was finished. I don't know what she did, but she was not allowed to do it again. As I was saying, before I interrupted myself, Mercury also speaks about what duality as well as your intelligence. Use your intelligence, darling dears. It also covers what short journeys. Some of us will have to be heading out in our chariots of righteousness. Why do I call it that? Baby, I told you, anywhere I go in my chariot is righteous. Cause not everything the big cat attends. Fist bump. Yes, baby. As the moon enters Gemini, your ideas and plans require changes and flexibility at the moment. Why? Your flip-flop, guys. Common sense. Your flip-flop must run things. Mercury in Scorpio squares Saturn in Aquarius. Communication will be difficult as delays will bring further setbacks to important projects. More setbacks? Baby, that's when you become a gangster with it. It's important to think of your decisions and not trust words who trusts words at face value? I nearly knocked my thing off his stand. What? Who's trusting people's words? I look at behaviors, and if there's a pattern, baby, I told you, I get quiet, I get slitty-eyed, I become a keyboard gangster, and I do everything possible to free the big cat, Listen, I'm a protest of one. Fist bump. Well, just me and my ancestors. Yes, baby. They say you're bougie. Well, guess what? That equals mental health is your wealth, darling dear. What? They say that you think you're nice. Nah, babe, they've got that wrong. You don't think you're nice. You think you're fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. You know that you pee glitter. You shit cupcakes, and you fart rainbows, big cat. Come on! What's wrong with them? Trying to push you around with their ideals, which is straight from the crevice of the devil's balls, as they cook up more what? Fucking his blood in the mud hut to try and scupper a big cat. I think not, Scotty. I think not. What am I reading? Every week I try to read something new. Well, guess what? I'm reading this. Big cat. Can you see this? This is what I'm reading. I decided to, more fool me. I decided, right, to go and tuck myself up for the night in my bed and read this. Baby, I had to untuck myself, right, come into my office, get my book stand, right. Listen, I kid you not. I had to get out the marker pen. Listen, let me read one little extract from this book, right? Let who will be deceived. Baby, from us for that. It was hawking sticks at dawn. And then I kept turning page after page. Baby, you need to get this book. You need it in your life. Not need it, won't it, darling dears. Go for it, guys. Go for it. It's called Freedom by Veronica of the Chapman family. You'll understand why she calls herself that. Baby, boy, it had me talking in tongues. Things, yo. Hey, there was no one to check me, boo. And baby, from you saw that I've had to get out what? The highlighter pen to highlight what needs to be highlighted. Really and truly, I should have just rubbed the whole book out, darling dear, with the highlighter pen. Cause everything in there is a peccadillo, for sure. But Jim tell them at the back, why? They think you're bougie. Well, don't give one good golly and gosh about what they, them, and I'm think. Right? They're straight in what? Working for the devils. Yes, they are. They're the most diligent and strongest worker. People pleasers, right? Low self-esteem, bank accounted. When they go to the bank to go and try and draw something out of the bank machine, the ATM, right? The ATM tells them to F off and go away. And it chucks water at their feet as they're walking away. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I have to cough, darling dears. Please excuse me whilst you will play. As I was saying before I interrupted myself, mental health is your wealth. You're not bougie enough if you're allowing someone to work on your hairline. And I told you, they'll be rapid with it. Before you know it, it'll be pitchy-patchy and you've got a full-on friar tuck. And don't let me tell you about the barking at passing cars and dressing like Quasimodo's bestie. All of this and that. Why? You gave someone else your psychological password so they could be a tampon string in your life. Oh. Where's my bat? Some people have a security blanket. I've got nay. And I always say to myself, you can get it if you really want it, but they must try. Try and try. They'll succeed at last. Anyhow, let's call in the energies of wisdom, guidance and protection from Father God, Mother Isis, ancestors, angels, way showers and spiritual guides. From Keitha to Malkuf. Namaste! Excuse me, Marcy, we'll play Somebody Don't Want Me Talk. Well, guess what? I'm a chatty cat. They better understand that. And if I've got something to say and intel to deliver it unto you, I will deliver it unto you. We're going to get the planetary energies. Yes, baby. This was a gift from... They went on my... This person... Empress Angel 1111, Angel Face. Yes, baby. She went on my Amazon gift list, and gifted me with this oracle deck. It's called the let's get the book so you can see who it is. Thank you very much for these cards. They're absolutely lovely. Fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. I'll be using one of them to kick off the ancestral message today. You know, when you get new cards, it takes a while of shuffling, right? For them to line up and jump out by themselves. So hopefully, one will jump out by itself. But I am what? Obstreperous. And I'm very helpful. I will help it out of the deck. Yeah. Yes, I was busy reading that book. Let me tell I dreamed about it. Listen. Knowledge is power. And power is power. Get the knowledge, darling dears. Become a keyboard gangster. I task you with it. I task myself with it. Let's get the ancestral message. One card, please. I said your cards can be like your progeny. They'll embarrass you in public if you let them. Right? It says open up like the lotus, flowering spirit, revelations and maturity. What did I say? This deck is lovely. It's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Let's go to the book. It's a 25. When we do the numerology of it, it breaks down. The 2 and the 5 goes down to a 7. The 7 is about what? Reflections, assessment, as well as getting knowledge, darling dear. Knowledge. Can't trick someone who has the knowledge. The things I learned about in that book of freedom, lordy. It had my ponytail chasing around my cranium as I ran from my bed. Well, listen, when I tucked myself in, I hadn't quite said goodnight to God yet, right? I thought I'll just read a few pages. Good God. I had to kick my way out of the duvet and make it to a straight back chair. This was no time for the core ball. No, I had to sit with my feet grounded, my book on a stand, and put a spotlight on it and get out all of my highlighter pens. Listen, a 5-year-old would have been jealous of all the color work I did last night. Yeah, and I haven't finished. Baby. Anyhow, open like the lotus. I'm going to read the illumination, but I'll give you all of it so you can screenshot it and read it at your leisure or leisure. The illumination is, I am opening up like the lotus flower, and when I open, the divine can reach me. This speaks about what? Opening up your third eye, darling dears. Opening up your crown chakra. How do you do that? You can do it with yoga. You can do it by getting peace, darling dear. Taking the time to meditate on a thing or two. Listening for that inner voice. Listening to your discernment, your intuition. Because we are always getting downloads and upgrades, darling dears. But some people are afraid to take them. Why? They have to go out alone, darling dear. Yes, baby. Everyone that was with you will be gone. They will be removed from your existence. As you continue to be the lotus flower that had to what? Flower in the dirtiest of waters, in the most extreme of circumstances, when what? Common sense, your flip-flop arrived. Let me tell you something. People know this. If I've left you in the dust, don't interrupt me while I'm ignoring you. Don't interrupt me. Mental health is your wealth as we sip our mocha, because we ain't getting smoke blood, not at the front, not at the back, and sure as she's naive, not at our sides. But for every loveliness, there must be something going on in the background, darling dears. We're going to use the Witch's Oracle Wisdom. The awakening, darling dear. Certain things that was what? Just at your peripheral, right? Oh gosh, talking about peripheral, there's a series, right, on Amazon Prime called Peripheral. Watch that, she's naive. I don't normally watch TV. Well, it's not TV, is it? But I'm telling you, it's got me gripped, darling dears. Grip, Peripheral. Anyhow, as I was saying, new things are going to be shown to you, darling dears. And you have to understand why it's being shown to you now is because your spiritual maturity, as already seen by the Lotus, darling dear, as you continue to upgrade in your cranium, remove what needs to be removed from your life, things will be opened up for you, a new beginning, as the big cat is reborn in the what? In the embodiment that you was meant to be when you came to this Malkuth. However, you was put in some dark and tight situations that you practically had to chew off your proverbial foot to get away from. And baby, just because you're awake doesn't mean you must take it upon yourself to try and wake up those that still want to be asleep. Leave them sleeping. Leave them sleeping, darling dears. They will tell you you're a fool. They will get on the balls of their feet as merchants of slander, right? And then they will try and convince you that you're talking foolishness and you mustn't think like that. Why? What's wrong with being a free thinker, right? Because why they don't want you to think that? Because the first thing you're going to think is what? Tinky Winky, I'm running away from you, blood. Because you're a dummy bat and you're dull-eyed and you are living the what? The life of a pick-me, right? With the low self-esteem. And you can't stay there, darling dears. No. If somebody is what? Hell-bent on being a dummy bat, allow them. Allow them. It's not your fight. It's not your problem, you know. Yes, baby. Leave people to their own ministrations. Base of the deck and be dedicated with it, darling dears. Nothing like a bit of dedication, that big D. Yes, baby. Some of you, right, don't even have your altars. Where's your altars to what honor your ancestors? I had someone email me about, oh, they don't want it because when people come to the house, they look at them funny. What? Baby! When they come to the house and they're looking at you funny, there's an issue. I remember once I invited someone over to my house, another female friend, right? And she wanted me to put out my incense. It said it bothers her. Baby, that should have been the first red flag. But, what do you mean my incense is bothering you? Your demons don't like it, eh? Listen, that person had to be removed from my existence, and my house had to become the Bermuda Triangle. My everything is the Bermuda Triangle. Dedication, darling dears. Dedication, due diligence. Right, my ponytail is still chasing around my cranium. I'm not kidding you. This book, that book, hey, my friend. Get it. Start immediately. Your mental health, darling dears, is your wealth. Remember that your mental health must come first in every situation. That's right up there with what? My hairline comes first. First. When my hairline feels like it's getting itchy, mate, I remember my Friar Tuck stage, and I'm not having it. Not. You can't pour out of what? An empty glass, darling dear. They will bleed you dry of your energies, right? Your good vibe, your ideas. And in some cases, they want to bleed you dry of your partner. If they can get your partner from underneath you, that was never your partner, darling dear. That person is for the streets. Are you mad? Listen, I know this person. We were related by blood only, right? Her partner had 4 girlfriends, gave her an STD, and now she's got a whole naked baby from a sister wife, 30 years her senior. Good God! What? A call! Baby! Listen! Blood, brah, or sistrine. People need to know that you are not the one. And any day there's a D in the day, they must need to stay away. If stupid was a person, baby, yeah, it is, baby. The card, or should I say the runestone that we have is what? The sun. Yes, represented by the sun. This is swallow. Represented by the letter S. Yes, and the number 76, 77, 78, and 79. It speaks about your life force, your vitality. It also speaks about what? A spiritual upgrade, which we've already seen with the Lotus, right? And the awakening. Divine wants to give you whatever you like. Whatever you like. Manifestation mode, darling dears. The sun is what? Big cat Leo energy, darling dear. It speaks about your inner child as you what? Calm that inner child, because you have to remember the dysfunctions, right? Dysfunctions and the paradigms that are truly wicked, right? That are brought into your hemisphere is because of the inner child wounding. This is what you have to do. Go within, darling dear, and find the first hurt and pain, right? And speak to yourself, hug your inner child, and let your inner child know that you are in charge now, and nothing untoward will happen to you. Why? Because you're bougie, right? And your mental health is your wealth. I encourage you to nurture and prioritize your personal well-being, big cat. That way, if the opportunity should arise for you to what? Be the survival kit for another big cat, you've got it all together. But you will be what? Having your third eye buffed up to a bright shine, darling dears. Because some of those takers, they come pretending that this is wrong with them and that is wrong with them. And all of a sudden, it's your fault. Baby, they do the old switcheroo on you. This son or daughter of Pennywise the Clown. Yes, baby, they're running out of energy, mate. Anyhow, as I was saying, right, Swallow also tells you about the raising in your right vibration. It speaks about what your self-esteem is on high, darling dears. Why? The love of self, the love of the Most High. I told you, love the Most High, Father, God, Mother, Isis. Then you love yourself. Right. Right behind that is your progeny, if you have them. After that, 4 and 5 is the body and the bag. Steady body, steady mind. And if you want to get to your bag, the 2nd, the 6th, and the 10th house, darling dears. As I was saying, transformation season in your health, darling dears. It also speaks about pregnant. Somebody's pregnant at this moment in time. It's feeling like an unfortunate situation, darling dears. But you know what? That's your baby, darling dears. Your baby. Don't worry about what the back end's doing. The back end's doing what they do, darling dear. They need to get into the mud, just like the pigs. The same pigs that Jesus cast all of the demons into. That's why you can't eat the Trenton. That's what we call the pork in Jamaica. Trenton. Don't eat it, blood. Yeah. The sun also speaks about what? Your psychic energy. You're going to be getting an upgrade, darling dears. Listen to your what? Your intuition. Listen to the downloads. It also speaks about somebody who is not, someone is a father, but they're not being an experienced father. It's all tied in with that person that's pregnant at this moment in time. That's not your business, blood. Your business is your mental health, the health of your child. And listen, if you keep crying and being depressed while you're pregnant, darling dear, you don't want a crying baby. You don't know what it's like to be watched until you've got a crying baby. Hey! Yeah. My little one, my youngest one, can't remember when she was a baby. I tried to give her the dummy, right? I tried to give her the dummy. You know what she did? At the age, I think she was about 8 weeks old, she pushed the dummy to one side and cried with it in her mouth, blood. I said, what's going on? And then she went, and never took it again, darling dear. I was the dummy for her. Yes, baby. I was her bitch. Let me tell you something. There's always one of your progenies that will make you their bitch. And she did. I'm telling you. But you tell her. You tell her. You tell her. I'm telling you, nothing like a crying baby to sort out your cranium. But that book made me like that video you see going around. I'm running around the house, I'm reading the book, I'm laying down. I'm running around the house, I'm reading the book, I'm laying down. Listen! I had to put the chill and the pause. I had to tell myself, put that book down and go to your bed in the night for the love of everything good and high. The Most High, Father, God, Mother, Isis. But this knowledge is nothing unless you use it. I'm telling you, darling dears, no one will be able to test your gangster after that. Big cat wave. Right. Let's see what's going on as they what? Try to get at the what? The fringes of your mental health with their what? Their gossiping, their slander. Yes, baby. Their throat chakra is active in your name, big cat. Imagine that. And you're minding your own business, tending to whatever you like. Whatever you like. Base of the deck, darling dear, as you continue to make the right choices for you, the Gemini energy. And we've already spoken about the skullduggerous moon being in Gemini. Gemini is the 3rd house. The 3rd house also represents what? Neighbors and siblings. Maybe you're making up with your neighbors and siblings. Me? Baby, I don't care. What do you mean I've got what? 7 brothers and sisters? No, I'm an only child, and in matter of fact, I'm an orphan, and I don't mind being an orphan. I want to hear what's going on in your skullduggerous life. No. Look at this. Somebody wants to send you a message. We've got the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles could represent what? A husband, a child's father. Yes, somebody who is established in their life, darling dear. It could also be what? A message from a benefactor. I don't know how this card got turned around, but everything is a sign in my readings. The King of Pentacles is somebody who's set in their life. Maybe you're being recognized for a skill that you have. This is incoming, darling dear, by email, snail mail. But you're about to receive some kind of what? Contact. Okay. They're talking about you being bougie. I don't think you're bougie enough. Please excuse them, s'il vous plaît. Look, it's people that you don't speak to. Whenever the cards are forcing themselves on themselves, it's someone that you don't converse with. So why are they saying that? Because you are single as F. And you're not taking back no chat. 5 of Cups, you've poured over the cup of opium, darling dear. The cup of cognitive dissonance. You decided to what? Lean on your higher understanding, tending to your own garden, darling dears. This speaks about slow but steady progress. Somebody's proper mad that you've moved on emotionally from them. They don't have what? Your psychological password, and there can't be a tampon string in your life. And you know how invasive a tampon string can be, baby, if you're female. Clarify you not giving too good golly and goshes, right? This is people that regret how they spoke to you. Why? They don't understand how you are what? Single as if, darling dear, and still bending the matrix. Happy, drama-free, not tongue wrestling, and you sure as she's naive are not doing the mission impossible to go and what? Rescue anyone from the crevice of the devil's balls. They like it there. Let them stay there. You've moved on emotionally from that situation. These cards are all upside down. Look, Queen of Swords, chat to my back. It also speaks about bitter and jealousy, darling dear. Somebody, listen. If you are pregnant at this moment, someone doesn't want you to have this pregnancy, darling dears. They're also, if you've got progeny, they're wishing what? Bad luck on your progeny. Let me tell you something. This is those that need to be in the company of others. We've got a movement card, darling dear, but it's movement of their mouth only, not their bodies, darling dear. Still stuck in the same situation. The blind leading the blind. Stop vomiting out cards. I just want one at a time. Let me just quickly cut off the fan. 1 minute I was hot, and then I'm cold. Oh. Yes, baby. Your ancestral team understood that you are what? The prize, darling dear. Prototype of your lineage. You was chosen to what? Clean up a thing or two in your life. This is about moderating the energies that are around you, darling dear. You've been on a difficult journey, but why make it harder? By the toxic that are going nowhere, darling dears. Those that choose to live in the situation. Why? They got the low self-esteem, darling dear. And it's all your fault, big cat. Naughty big cat. It's all your fault. They're going through what? Hellfire and powder house. It's your fault. As you continue to wash your face like David. Temperance in the upright speaks about what? Your time management, your money management. And it speaks about that big P. Peace, darling dear, which can't be bought or bartered. They would love for you to go for one more round, Julie, but the toxic are all looking at the future that you're creating for yourself. As you are what? Single as if. What else? About telling me about this 2 of Wands on its face, doing a full-on forward roll, right? These same ones are stifled by the log. They wanted you to stay on that hamster wheel with them, darling dear. This is somebody who did not, somebody or somebodies that did not appreciate you telling them what? To get lost, get away, you're basura. They're watching you. Sputnik, let me tell you something. That satellite has got nothing on them. They are paying close attention to what you've got going on, right? What's this? What are they seeing when they're paying attention? Look, making the right choices, reaping what? The benefits of your hard work. They don't like it. As they got 1 pentacle and they're leaning on a hoe. Listen. You're making the right choices. You are, look at this. You looking back at the past, realizing the friendships, the partnerships, and even the family members that are not for you, darling dear. They wanted you to continue to play double dutch with them while they tripped you up on the rope. I think not, Scotty. I think not. Your mental health, yeah? You can see it. Is your wealth. Your time and your energies are very important. You were sent here to what? Uplift this Malkuth with your healing hands, your healing words, your healing ways, darling dears. And they what took? They didn't take the piss. They took a shit. They went past the piss and took a shit. What's this? Because you chose you, darling dears. You did the Erica Badu. What's that? Pack light. Posh clap. As you continue to make the right choices, it also speaks about an age difference in a partnership, darling dear. This is our Mercury and Uranus energy, the sudden change. And it also speaks about you had to be a rebel, darling dear, as you saved yourself. You had to cut off all of those emotional ties that was keeping you stuck. Posh clap. Clarify the fool. And you are no one's fool. You don't want that rusty cup of opium, those disingenuous apologies. Why? These people aren't going to be charming for long, darling. In the upright, this person will charm you out of your pantaloons, whether you've paid your knees or not. This is the disingenuous family member coming through to see how you are, so they can be the merchants of slander. That couple will be taken round the world and ay. Yeah. No more emotional manipulation for you. This is a full-on knock, darling dear. Base of the deck. What did I say? And every friend has a best friend. 3 of Cups. Celebrating with others on things that was going wrong in your life. Until it wasn't. Until you chose you. Your mental health is your wealth, darling dears. Why is this 5 of Cups on its face? Because this is somebody who is what? Not only are they in regret, they've got the bloody cheek to try and say they're remorseful. Why are they remorseful? They're trying to be Peter. Listen, they're a full-on Judas, zipping himself up into a Peter suit. It's a Judas. Look. What did I say? Because they missed what you brought to the table. They're feeling what? Disillusioned, disappointed, and looking like a whole dickhead in them streets, darling dears, as they remember what you brought to the tableau. Base of the deck. They're seeing things from a different standpoint. As you said, what? Love and light. What's that? 2 of these and 1 of those. The season of communicative dance, darling dear. As you did what? Skip to my loo. Tinky winky styly. What's this? Now they're still talking about this in their page. Pwah! If this is not your progeny, darling dear, you are in their mouth. Like a filling, darling dear. If it wasn't for you, they wouldn't get up in the day so that they can downgrade everything you're doing. But yet, they would still love to come in your situation. They see you from a different perspective. They see you as better than them. This is why they're talking about you, darling dear. This is why they hate your guts. They're telling everybody that you're bougie. You think you're too nice. They're lying. You don't think you're too nice. You're fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. What's the matter with them? That's why they got left. Split the deck. All they can think about is you, darling dear. Mental entrapment, right? And they don't even have the what? The witherall to free themselves, free their mind and focus on their own astroturf. Always up on your business, darling dear. Trying to see what you're doing. What does Temperance say? You've got more opportunities on its way, darling dear. Worry not about those behind you. Be there behind you for a reason. This is about you what? It's also, I'm getting the impression, it's as though they're feeling as though your life is so easy. Things come to you easily. It didn't come to you easily until you left those dark energies behind, darling dear. Divine came through with what? Helping hands. When you have the Father God, Mother Isis as the head of your table, darling dear, things will come to you. But you have to what? Do the work. The shadow work. Go through your awakening. And in some cases you found that you woke up alone. Not everyone can come with you. You haven't got time to go back and forth, round and round, and out of your way for these bottom feeders. No. Because they're going through the DNS, darling dear, and they're looking for a co-pilot. Tower on its face, darling dear. Unavoidable change that they're avoiding, not realizing that they're the root of their problems. Baby, if you can't change the person in the mirror, what did Michael J say? Was it, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Base of the deck. And there was always bad energy, right? Moon is about the emotions, darling dears. This speaks about the bad friendships, right? There was your friend to your face, but to your back, they had a blade. They possibly even had what? Napalm, darling dear. This person obliterated you as your back turned. Remember, I told you that. You don't re-friend, right? Re-family or re-co-worker or re-neighbor someone that tried to what? Discredit your name, right? Tried to take you down and affected your mental health. Baby, bruh, sistrine, they must miss you for air. The bad energy of it all in the emotions. And you was extremely emotional leaving that situation, thinking that maybe I'll just pop in and see if they're okay. And what happened? Your hairline was took again. No, mate, no. What's this? No! I told you, listen, they don't even come into your cranium. Why? You don't want to be crazy. No, this person or people would love to come back into your existence. They want to run away from a bad, toxic situation where they get everything they did to you, darling dear, is being done to they, them, and But it's being done by people that are more scandalous than them, people that are more plotting than them. Yeah. They would love to sneak back into your existence, to lie and cheat. Their spirit animals is a lion, a cheetah, and an ass. That's who their spirit animals are. A lion, cheetah, and ass. Case you're so funny, stop it. No. Yeah. Anyhow, let me push back my ponytail. What else? It fell on the moon. That's what they're talking about. Look! Big time spying. If this person was a partner to you, darling dear, this is a full-on narc. They've turned practically to stone, darling dear. They're getting the Medusa effect by their bad-mindedness, darling dear. Hating your guts. If you've got progeny, this person is deliberately staying away from the progeny to try and hurt you. Hurt you, big cat? Nah, babe. That's the best thing they could have done with their what? In and out energy. And every time they speak on your name, it's got badness. This person is a page. They fell on their true inner child, darling dear. A page against the queen. I told you, 9 of Peas always goes to the queen and straight up to the empress. What's the matter? You've already said checkmate. What's the matter? They want you to check them again. What else does this person want? They're looking. This is somebody who likes to emotionally manipulate people. And if listen, you know that they're a liar, right? An airbender. How do you know their eyes are open? Their eyes are open, blood. This is the type of person that can lie while they're sleeping. Let me tell you something. Best off out, big cat. Continue to awaken and bend the matrix and soak it to them and pay no attention to them. They're missing the good advice. If you probably kept the home, looked after the project, you did everything, right? And they did everything to give you the blade. And now they're big mad. What's the world card on its face? They want to come back. Because this is how they see you, darling dear. All these pentacles, they see you as set. They see you as an entrepreneur. They may see you as what? Getting a pay rise. In a new job position, darling dear. A new home. Pentacles is tangible things, right? Some of you, they're seen as what? As a high priestess. Maybe you even have a channel. I don't know what you're doing, darling dear. But your intuition is on 1000. You understand that going back to that situation, you'll be tarred and feathered just like them. They see you so high. How can I put it? They have you in high standing. Why? Because you're always the topic. I told you, if you're the topic, you are the top. Making the right choices. Some of you are choosing to be single until the right person comes along. And if they don't, you're still happy. You know how to go within, darling dear. And what? Turn up your gangster. Look at them looking with the lurking, loitering eyes, darling dears, as they go from consequences to consequences. It's not your business, big cat. It's not your business. You've already gotten over that heartbreak and this person was harsh. Let me tell you something. When you've got a partner that's harsh, darling dear, right? Or a friend that likes to, whatever the situation was for you, they're harsh, right? And they expect you to have gotten over it 5 minutes later when those words live in your cranium. Work on your self-esteem. No, babe, this person was harsh. You know this. And a liar. What did I say? Even if they're sleeping, they're lying. It's a lie. And the Swords in the Reverse speaks about a mental break. They're going out of their cranium because you're focused on you, right? Single as F. Most of us, darling dear. And look at this. Divine you. They're worried about who's doing what to you, darling dear. Let them worry about that. As long as it's outside the perimeter. Your mental health is your wealth. Bougie? Listen. What's this trying to peep up out? Yeah. This is what they brought to your door, to your cranium. Fighting and confusion, darling dear. And you had to be the biggest and baddest cat of them all. As you was the one that brought the change into your life. The 5 is about change, darling dears. Change born from what? Conflict and instability, fighting and confusion. And they're still talking about you. Let them talk, darling dear, as you continue to be what? The happiness expert, as you sock it to them. You're not even trying, darling dear. You're just being you. Let's get another deck. Make sure that this is what's really going on. Giving to others, darling dears. But you have to be careful who you give your energies to. Some of you are working in the charity field. Maybe you work for, I don't know, one of those charities. You're doing well, darling dear. Keep the humanitarian stuff up. But it's also wise, darling dear, whom you give your time and energies to. Because some people, I'm telling you, they are master manipulators. Until they've got you, darling dear, that's when they turn up the thumb screws. Be dedicated to your gangster, darling dears. And remember, words must line up with their actions. This is all about, listen, somebody's got a prolific imagination, darling dear. Prolific. Any more messages? What did I say? 9 of Peas. To the Queen, to the Empress of everything. You're fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Empress is Earth as well as Venus energy, darling dears. Venus tells you that what? Your values, darling dear. It's about you what? Loving on yourself. This is something about what? A nurturing mother. Nurturing on your progenies. Nurturing onto yourself. Nurturing onto your what? Inner child. Venus also rules your kidneys and urinary tract. Somebody needs to go and get checked out. It also rules the what? The throat and the larynx. And step up to the mic. Be obstreperous, darling dear. I'm not telling you to keep banding around what they did to you, darling dears. But use your words in order to heal another. I told you, your purpose at this moment in time, darling dear, is to turn around and heal another big cat. But you have to use your discernment. You have a lot of what? Judases in Peter suits. What's this? Yeah, that's a going nowhere, darling dears. And Divine is reminding you, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. 3 of Wands on its face. What's this? Yeah, because the bad news brigade, the sad ones, will what? Be right in. They'll be attracted. They're still attracted to your gangster, darling dears. They don't understand how you manage to bend the matrix. And they're going through heinous crime after heinous crime, darling dear. A lot of things being done in the dark. But guess what? Instant karma has arrived. They're getting exactly what they wanted for you. They're going through it. Look. Generational wealth, darling dear. And it also speaks about loyalty, but you must always be loyal to yourself. Never you ever be disloyal to yourself. You're the only thing that really comes with you everywhere on this Malkuth. Even your progeny will grow up and go. Darling dears, this is about you what? Breaking those dysfunctional generational curses and still coming out like you don't even look like what you've been through. You know how to bend the matrix and come back. And you'll get back, darling dear. This is why they're big mad. Leave them with all of that karma in the middle. What's this? a professional mistress. What about her? When you see the High Priestess in the reverse, this is a pick-me, right? A Prakalisha or a Prakala. What about Prakalisha or Prakala? Some mistress not going through it, darling dear. Listen, they've got co-workers. You've already healed from that situation. You've turned your back. You've listened to your higher mind, right? And this is about you what? Not taking the cup of opium from whomsoever is in the middle of this melee that's working with the co-workers. None of your business, babe. People from the past is seeing the opportunities that you've created in your life. This is where you overgave in situations until you was nearly depleted, darling dears. Nearly, but not quite. Split the deck. All of that betrayal, that stabbation, darling dear. It's not going to happen to you again. Why? Because you see them before they get out of their bed. The Knight of Wands is the in and out energy, this fickle person or people. It's not going to happen to you again. 8 of Wands on its face. Spiritually protected, spiritually guided, darling dear. This is the time for you to what? Seek true adventures. But you use your intuition and your discernment. Split the deck as you continue to move forward. And again, somebody's going on a short trip today. But it also is reminding you, darling dear, no longer to sacrifice yourself to situations. Use your enlightenment. Go within. Pray on a situation. I don't care whom it is. Pray about it. Ask your ancestors to show you who is meant to be there and who is meant to be out. Leave these square people, right, where they are. They're what? Tree slough, and they're from the backwoods, and they've got yarn for hair. Leave them where they are. Split the deck. Didn't I say the King of Swords is spying? Baby, he just woke up. That's probably why it's in the upright now. Yeah, to live another day, to spy on you. But it also is a reminder, darling dears, don't make decisions based on your emotions about these decisions. Have it with a clear mind. Your emotions will cloud the mind. You have to be like a king with your emotions, darling dear. Keep them on the inside so that you can make logical decisions for your growth and your gangster. Because you get around the wrong set of people or persons at this stage of the game, it will set you back, and you will have to go through the DNS again. I have to look over my shoulder because it's not creeping up on me, blood. Let's get this deck and see what's going on. Final messages, then I'm out of here. I don't deserve you. They're right. This is what they like to lead with. I don't deserve you. They are right. You don't need to question that. You don't deserve them either, big cat. You don't. What did I say? They're watching you, mate. Sputnik has not forgot you. And guess what? They've got the mouth-breathing ways, darling dears. A full entranced audience. You saw the King of Swords in the upright. Big-time spying. Big-time lying. Big mad. Well, let them be mad. I'm sure there's a pick-me, right? We saw the professional mistress that will put up with it. They're watching you win, darling dear. Abundance comes in every form. Knowledge, a stable home, an entrepreneurship. Maybe you've got that one loyal friend. Whatever it is for you, darling dear, never you forget. You was built for this shiznai, and you had to go through what you went through in order to become the Lotus. And what further your awakening, so you could turn around and be the survival kit to another big cat. What's this? Please excuse me. You're taking control of your life, right? Taking or took back your power when you chose you. Yes, baby. Because you put the cat eye, the third eye on a situation. Some cases you have to look at it from a third person. How could someone say that they love you and they do this and that? That's not love, darling dear. That's more like what? Hostage and prisoner circumstances. Stockholm syndrome. Trauma bonding, darling dear. You don't deserve that. Right? And they've still got all of those addictions. And they're an addict. Drugs, alcohol, sex, lying. They're addicted to spying. We already saw that. And some of them are driving by your house. You better get the security cameras, darling dears. Get the security cameras. You see so many things on the news. We've seen the first 48. We're seeing that they're taking out people. When you don't want to be with it, they'd rather have you brown bread. They don't care if you've got progeny and they'll be without a parent. They don't care. They just want you dead, darling dear. The contract is on you. Watch your back, front, and side, darling dears. Be very cautious. Take those self-defense classes. If you don't know how to do that, go and watch my Don't Get Smoked video, darling dear, where I teach you light kung fu and self-defense. Listen, if you are pregnant for this person, this is what they want you to do with the child. Yes, this is what they want. And they may even we saw the Knight of Swords come back with harshness to make you have a miscarriage. Don't listen to them. You stay away from them. That's your baby. Remember, I told you that. You guard yourself and you trust no one. If you've got to go into those women refuges, go, darling dears. Go. Rebuild your life. That progeny will grow up and make you proud. Remember, I told you that. What's this? Right? What did I say? A father, a sister. You've got quite a few people that you had to tell love and light. Yeah, a father, a sister, a cousin, a brother, a husband, an uncle. Listen, it's a whole bag. It's a whole bag of what? Idiots, darling dear. Leave them where they are in the upright. These are the people that's chatting it up on you, darling dears. Remember, I told you that. And every one of them is going through hockey sticks. So don't trust and believe. Their life, their life is a pandemic. It's because you got these things, darling dear. That big E, ethics. They don't have it, darling dears. Don't waste your energies or your time. Remember, your mental health is your wealth. I say you're not bougie enough, darling dear. What's this? Told you, they're going down Bobby Brown. This is swimming and working. No, they're going down Bobby Brown. Remember, I told you that. And this is also a reminder. Be careful in water over the next 7 days. Watch your progenies, darling. You see, that's what I don't understand. As soon as my children are of age, I'm talking like about 18 months, they're running around, we go to the beach. They've got my progeny's got a rubber ring and armbands. Why don't you put them on your children? There's no point crying into your fist afterwards. If you've got a pool, why isn't there a gate around it? Common sense, darling dear. This has to be a superpower among some people. They don't understand. And don't let me go on. Did you hear about that guy? What's his name? Davido? Everybody's a suspect. 8 people in the house and still the 3-year-old was able to drown. God rest his soul. His daddy is a millionaire and nobody was watching him. There was no armbands on this child, no rubber ring. Listen, don't let me start the cussing, right? Because I told you there's no one to check me, boo. Let's get the Moonology cards and then we're out of here for show, because I've got to go to an extremely important appointment in my chariot of righteousness. Final message. For some, a new romantic cycle is going to begin, but make sure that romance is with yourself first, darling dears, right? Because it's a time for healing as you continue on your awakening journey, darling dears. This awakening can last a lifetime, because every day the divine will show you so much more. Once you dare to go down that path. What's that? The unknown path. The same like Abraham Lincoln told us. Forwards, never backwards. You are a happiness expert. Leave these merchants of slanders where they are. Why? They're Tripitaka and they've got T-Rex arms and they would love to drag you back to the mud hut. But how now, brown cow? Right? What did I say? Don't let your past hold you back. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Bougie equals what? Your mental health is your wealth. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Keep it popping, keep it fresh, but keep it what to yourself. Move in silencio, big cat wave.